Hey guys, it's Tristan Clay.
And Destinie Orndoff.
And we're Deranged Minds Entertainment.
We thought it would be kind of cool to do a little commentary for one of our first short films. We did this about 4 months after our first feature film, Red Eye.
And I remember learning so much from Red Eye and going into Used. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I remember how we use punch-ins, how audio works, how lighting works, how
Absolutely.
Camera, I had such a better understanding for film when I did this short film compared to when I did Sin.
Absolutely.
Because Sin was, before Red Eye and Used was after Red Eye. So it's really cool for me personally to see my growth.
Absolutely.
With this film.
I remember when we shot this, we had to do it when your parents were gone, and we had to open the window.
Cigarette.
Yeah, and we had to open the window and hurry up and air it out.
Yes.
We were like, oh my god, we're gonna get caught. And I think we kind of did, but oh well, all for the shot.
Yeah, they were fine with it. It was all for the film.
Yeah.
But it was very important that we showed, that emotion and that
we wanted to have
pain.
an introduction for her, for sure.
Yeah, we didn't want it just to open, straight into it and just go right at it.
Yeah.
But this was done about now 4 years ago, and it's crazy that there's still. It's now the meaning is so much stronger than it ever has been.
Absolutely,
before.
It applies now to society. I guess I would say more so than it did before. Absolutely. Well, it did before, but now it's just with the Me Too movement and stuff like that. It's just it's a hot topic. And it's a really has a really important message that I think a lot of people can relate to and stand for.
Absolutely.
I remember writing this. I think I was on vacation.
You were,
and I came up with the idea. And it was just about this woman that puts herself out there and tries to lure these men. And once these men try to take advantage of her, she ends up taking advantage of them in the worst ways, as you'll come to find out.
This was a short film, one of our short films that we definitely wanted to extend on. And unfortunately, we're a little too late with the new movie coming out, Promising Young Woman, produced by Margot Robbie, which has the same premise as this short film that we did. But we are still seeing it and we're still supporting it because it's definitely something we wish we could have done first, but you beat us to it. But
well, we beat them to it. We did first.
True. They just beat us to the feature.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this is actually Clayton Abbott. He is an actor from Cincinnati, Ohio. I believe he's now in Indiana. But he worked
may recognize him from the end of Red Eye.
Yes,
because he is Red Eye.
Yeah, he actually was Red Eye in our first feature film. And it was a no-brainer when we needed a Mel. And Clayton had so much acting abilities that it was so hard to put a mask on him in Red Eye. So I really just wanted to showcase so much more of his talent, and I like how he did this.
Yeah, I was really happy he agreed to do it. He was amazing. He's a really great actor and a great friend.
And Clayton's one of those people you want on set because he's not only an actor, he's a friend, and he's there to support you and help you with camera, with lighting, with audio, whatever you need. He's there to help.
Absolutely,
that's always great. But this actually was not even shot at a bar or anywhere close to it. This is a Chinese restaurant that we just walked up to and started filming and hoping that they didn't come out, when we were almost done with it and tell us, get the heck out of here.
It's getting kind of late. Maybe I'll catch you around here again sometime.
Come on. It'll be fun. Besides, I just picked up a couple new movies and I actually have no one to watch them with. It's sad, actually.
Oh, I got a piece of her back. Hold this for me.
No, sorry. And then we ended up shooting in their bathroom real quick. Which,
I forgot about that. Oh my gosh. I
I
completely forgot about that. Literally, we ran in there and shot in their bathroom and ran back out.
Oh my gosh. I forgot about this too. I absolutely did not want to do this, but we were limited to cast and talent around this area, and I had to just do it.
Jump in, and these shots I actually shot, right?
Yeah, Destiny did a lot of the camera work. Actually, Destiny did all the camera work in this.
For these sequences, yeah.
And I just couldn't keep it straight because I wasn't prepared. So I had to play the character very, very drunk and unstable because that just made the most sense.
My friend.
But I'm pretty sure these are not the lyrics. These are not the
actual words, yeah. The actual dialogue.
That you
ad-libbed a lot of it.
But what are we left with? We're left with.
But it was so cold too. We shot this 3 days, I believe, before Thanksgiving of 2016.
Wow, I remember it being really cold.
So, I mean, we had to take a break in the car.
We go warm up to the car and then run back out.
Yeah, it was so cold. But it was so much fun.
So much fun.
And the thing is you see all of the cast and crew in the film.
Literally.
Every single person that was on the cast, on the crew. Oh, here's that bathroom shot. We did this really quick.
Literally.
They were about to close. We walked in. We had to use the restroom. And I'm like, Destiny, let's do it real quick. It's beautiful. I love it. It works. Guerrilla filmmaking at its finest.
Literally.
Oh, and our little ibuprofen tab. That's popped in the
Our
drink.
date rape drug. That's ibuprofen.
And the reason we didn't have an actual proper set for this, too, I remember trying to contact so many businesses and clubs and bars around, just to support independent businesses as, we needed the support. And they all denied it as they didn't want anything to do with date rape drugs. They didn't want anything like this branded, even close to their names or businesses.
Yeah, I originally wrote it to take place in a bar.
Like inside of a bar.
Yeah.
This is as good as we got.
But we got this, and then we rented a hotel room and got to shoot in there.
Yes, which once we get to the hotel room, we'll have plenty of stories there too.
And if you look on the bottle, I just now remembered.
You just now remembered?
Yeah, it's because I just now saw it. I made those beer bottles. If you look at it, it's Red Eye's Brew or Red Eye Brewery or something.
Black Creek brewed something Red Eye Brewery. Yeah,
but basically it's alcohol that's branded from Red Eye. So it's a little Easter egg if you caught that.
Because I think at this time we were trying to keep everything mainly in the same universe in a little sense.
Yeah.
Just for a little fun thing for our own. I remember editing this together and it took, oh my gosh, how many months. And I mean, short films, you think you could really just edit together real quick. But when we edited it together, our vision was not what we wanted and what
we were really anal about it. But I love how you did this. Didn't you take your phone light and you were flashing it in our faces while you were recording?
Yeah, because we didn't have proper lighting. Yeah. So I took my phone light while we were walking backwards with the camera and just kind of made it very, psychedelic and just trippy.
Yeah, kind of like she's, getting fuzzy, getting, passing out basically. And we shot all this on a digital camera.
Not a DSLR either. This is digital camera straight off Walmart shelves.
Literally.
Just did it. Now we probably could have shot it on our phones and it would have looked incredibly better.
Yeah.
And there's the red eye car, if anybody noticed. That's
the interior.
Yeah, that's the same interior of the red eye car. And now we are at the hotel that is in my town, and it is a place where people go for drugs and housings and stuff like that. So it wasn't the very
it's a rundown hotel.
Yes, it's not the best place. Those are actually the hotel keys. Those are what we were given. That is how.
But we actually got away with a lot of screaming and yelling, and nobody said anything.
Yeah, not one person complained. Not one person questioned. We actually heard a fight going on next door about somebody getting their purse stolen from their sister.
Literally.
So it was a quite interesting experience.
Did you not hear what I just said?
My assistant on the shore actually found a lot of real blood on the curtain right there.
Yeah, literally.
And the bed sheet. So we changed the bed sheets with our own, and we for the blood we put garbage bags underneath the sheets. But
Really take this as a compliment. Pick your ass that I choose.
But I feel like in every film, when someone's in this position, everybody's always like, bite it, bite it, bite it. And
Yeah.
in that situation, you know, that's not what you're thinking. You're not thinking that way. And I love that you, as the character, go there and you...
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, well, who's now standing up? You
Yeah,
know?
she like takes
Who's on their
it.
knees now?
Exactly. I love that shot you got. I love that shot. It's so cool.
I just, you know, it for me as a cinematographer on this too, it was very challenging to do both.
Oh,
with
I
you.
love that too. You did so good.
But I wanted to make sure that you were obviously on the top of the pyramid now.
Absolutely.
You know, and that you're dominating all the scenes and you're dominating the shots. That was my main goal with that.
What the fuck is this? Crazy bitch!
We love a crazy bitch, though. You tell them.
I don't want to scream.
Not that there is much special effects, but any special effects you see in this, I did. Because we really had a skeleton crew. It was like literally the cast and one extra person. That's it.
What we're doing isn't
Yeah.
against the fucking law, you stupid bitch!
Rape isn't against the fucking law? What?
Look at the way you're dressed! Fucking ass for it!
You're all the same, so we're just one up front.
I will say that the subject matter for this was really like uncomfortable for me to film, so I don't feel like it's one of my best acting projects, but I'm really happy that I was able to do it and able to write the story that I really wanted to get out. So, all in all, I'm pretty proud of it. And you'll also see in some I guess it wouldn't really be flashbacks, kind of something that pops up in her head when she's freaking out. You'll see some red eye actors too.
All of the action stuff, like this, and the conversations back and forth between you two was
Yeah.
the most hardest thing to edit together.
Yeah.
Because it's just, yeah. Once again, you know, it's...
How did you get that?
So-
Were you like in between us? Because
not
you saw my
sure.
hands like on him,
I
but you
think-
were like in front.
I honestly think I was behind you
And
on your chest.
Gotcha. That makes sense. That's cool.
With the camera. But, you know, all of these yelling, you know, with all you guys yelling and everything, you would think somebody would say something, but no one says a thing.
Nope.
I'm sorry!
There was even, once we released this film, there were people that were commenting saying that this film should be, you know, screened and shown to every high school student before prom, before any event. And I think it's just something, it's not this film that needs to be shown, it just needs to be discussed. It needs
The
to be
subject matter.
talked
Yeah,
about.
absolutely.
And I'm glad that we did it with one of our first, you know, very first short films, and we were able to address such a deep, important meeting right now.
It's meant to reproduce.
But it is important for us to make sure that men are not allowed to do this, and that we make sure that we address
Absolutely.
these problems. I
love
remember
this
you
part.
hated it. You hated it. I was like, it would be so amazing if she pulled it down, she was ragging, you know, ripped it off,
And
shoved
shoved
it
it
in
in
his
his
face,
mouth.
because it just
Yeah.
shows so much power. There's
Yeah.
so much
I
power
was like,
over
oh,
it.
it's so gross.
And you think it's all, you know, men think, you know, vaginas are all sexy and stuff, but when they start bleeding, they're like, nah,
Yeah.
that's disgusting. You know what? Fuck you.
And that was a penis used in red eye too.
Correct. It was used twice. It's still up there on my shelf behind the red eye mask, but... And this was incredibly hard to add the stabbing effects because there's so many,
Yeah.
and you just keep going too. You don't stop.
Yeah.
And these were the pop-ups that you were talking about. We have Scott King from Red Eye. Hayden Todd from Red Eye.
Yes.
And we also have TJ Parks. Who,
I forgot he was in this. Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
he
Yes.
was- he was
TJ's
in
so
a-
great.
Yeah, he was in a short film of ours, Rebirth, that was unreleased. But yes, I love anything to do with a woman stabbing. So
Absolutely.
we stand. And this was a tribute to Jessica Lange in all of American Horror Story seasons. Lighting up a cigarette right after, you know, a good old murder.
Love it.
But once again, you know, it just shows that this isn't the first time and definitely not the last time that she's gonna do this. Mm-hmm. And ooh, I love how he drolled. It's perfect. That grin. But yeah, that was our second short film used, and there's that special effects done by Destinie. Some Charles Manson tribute there. Pig carved on the forehead. But yeah, this was something that me and Destinie did direct together. This was, I think, our only project that we've co-directed.
Yeah.
Destinie, you know, completely wrote it herself, and she did phenomenal with it.
Thank
and,
you. Reagan, Reagan McNeil, love The Exorcist.
Yes. And there also is a post-credit scene if you stick around after the credits, and you will tell that, you know, Reagan's not after the men. She's also after the women. Mm. And, you know, women can be just like the men.
Absolutely.
So we wanted to make sure we showed that too, because we weren't just men haters. But here's that scene.
Hey, sweetie. You're probably the nicest thing I've seen all evening.
Our friend Kim.
Yes, our friend Kim, who also was our assistant. That was supposed to be portrayed.
Audio too.
Yeah, audio. She was supposed to be portrayed by somebody else, and it was supposed to be a man. But
but luckily he was, unluckily for him, but luckily for us, he had to drop out, and we had to scramble to find somebody. And I was really happy that we had to use a female because it ended up working better in our favor. So
yes, it did. And that is what happy accidents are called. But thank you so much for joining
thank you for listening.
Short commentary
we
with
hope
me.
You guys are all staying safe out there, and we really appreciate all of your support and all of your shares and views, and keep rocking it and keep watching horror films. This is Deranged Minds Entertainment.
Thank you, guys.